Good morning. Well, we were relatively new to this. We've put out our survey in, I believe it was September or October. So we didn't get our results back till recently, and we started to break down what we saw. A few things were pretty obvious when it came through to the survey. We had downtown revitalization, Main Street revitalization, housing, things like that. Community block grant, basically funding we needed. Community vision. Thayer County is 5,000 people, over 11 different communities. We are very spread out. And if you take out the two most populous, now you've got about 2,000 people over 9 communities. Very, very spread out, very rural. We like to say it's sort of an island mentality. We had a lot of things going on in several different communities, and nobody was really working together to get these things done. They were getting done, but we would like to see more of a centralized vision. And that was another thing that the survey had brought up, that there wasn't a Thayer County community. It was 11 distinct communities within a small region. And then the third thing that we really looked into, and we'll get a little bit more into all three of them in a second, but was something that we drilled down a little bit to see. A lot of the concerns were with communications, but it wasn't necessarily on the surface. So we started to look at the actual problems that brought up. So specific problems were brought up, and several of the questions. We drilled that down to figure out, well, people just don't know these things exist. They don't know these opportunities exist. They don't know these groups exist. That's communication, and that's a lot, that'll fall on us now. So, we were also pretty, speaking of the youth, one of our steering committee individuals is the civics teacher at one of our schools. So he required all of his juniors to show up to a couple of our meetings. So that was kind of nice. We had several meetings with a lot of people at it. And they decided to take on their own project, and they've kind of spurred off and done their own thing. And a lot of theirs is actually bringing the communities together also. So their particular project is a summer group that will do several different sports, and it will include all of the communities, and it will travel from community to community. So it will be sand volleyball for a portion of it, basketball for another portion of it, and trying to get the youth of the community to work together. So maybe this island mentality won't get passed on to the next generation. As the ECAP group ourselves, we've decided that we are going to try to get 4 of our communities a leadership certification to get these community block grants. 2 of them have specified that they would like Main Street revitalization, and the other 2 would like housing help. So we are in the process of getting 2 comprehensive plans done, and then strategic plans done for the 4 communities, and then the process of applying for NEDA leadership communities. The next group, we did communication. So there is a effort to get a countywide website, very similar to what the other counties have done, in order to pass out that communication more effectively and to hit the right people at the right times. And that group sort of merged into the other group, which was the county vision group, because they feel as if this small of a community with this small of a population probably doesn't need 11 different websites. We can probably combine forces and be a lot more effective. We do have a temporary community vision. As soon as we get a little bit more established, I guess, as a group, we will take a formal vote on that. But we've seen some great progress in just a few months. And the good thing is, which something that we mentioned earlier too, these large projects are leading to a lot of smaller projects that we are not involved in. We can't take credit for, but we know that at one point or another they've touched base with us to say, we like what you're doing, we want to do this too. So